Hey guys, BattleMatt here, and welcome to a new game for the first time in a while, actually. It's the Symphony of War, the Nephilim Saga. Now, this is a tactical strategy kind of a game, but it takes some cues from Ogre Battle and Fire Emblem and similar games of its type. It is fantasy, it's medieval, there's magic, there's dragons, as you can see from the picture right there. Unlike Fire Emblem, which you guys might be maybe more familiar with, it has squad-based combat. You can build your squad how you like. There are limitations and rules to all that, of course. But it lets you assemble your troops as you like, and give them artifacts and other things to help boost their power, and then you just go from there. Try to raise them up, make them stronger, all that good stuff. So, we'll be starting a new file. The default settings are to leave permadeath off. You can choose however you like there. Basically, when it says permadeath, I don't believe story characters are killed from what it says at the top there, because it says that only non-story characters are lost forever. There are temples on some maps where you can, as long as you can get the squad that has lost members over to it, you can revive them for a relatively low gold cost. So it's not it's not like permadeath, like there's always some way around death. So I'm not sure. I've only played a handful of missions just to test the game out, and I'm a little on the fence about whether or not I want to leave permadeath on or not. It's definitely more of a challenge. But the main issue is because when they die, it refunds the resources you used to upgrade them. But it's class mastery, it's experience. If you suffer too many losses, then the real danger becomes that your new recruits replacing them will have issues keeping up with their enemies, and then it's difficult to proceed. We're gonna try it anyway because it's me, we gotta do it the hard way. I'm gonna leave tutorials on as well, just in case there's anything I don't think to explain to you guys. Cadet, Captain, and Warlord are your difficulties. Basically story, challenge, or a nice balance. We like balance here. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this one and are having a good day overall. There's a few, it takes an interesting approach as well. There's this little spirit thing that follows your mouse around. I think it's kind of neat. Ah, there you are, child of destiny. You've arrived at a very opportune time, you will find. Let me look into your heart. Who are you? Will your journey be marked by virtue, or will this land's people remember you as an adversary? I'm getting asked philosophical questions by a video game. You must give up your most valuable possession. What is it? Your vast wealth, your battle prowess, your faith. Now, I have no actual idea what these questions do. I've answered differently on 2 occasions now, and that's hardly a comprehensive test. But it hasn't made any immediate change to the game, so I don't know what this is actually for. So there may be factors being decided here that I don't really know. But I'll cover all the basics in just a second here. My most valuable possession? I mean, I suppose it's just asking which of these three things, you personally find to be the most valuable to you. I mean, obviously there's obvious advantages to vast wealth. Being great in a fight is pretty nice in a combat universe. And then faith. I mean, if you are someone who has a lot of faith in something, you certainly would value it. Let's go with battle prowess. It feels like a dumb idea in a war game, but I want to see what the consequences are. What most leads to the downfall of great civilizations? Faithlessness, poverty, or intolerance? I mean, no one likes intolerance. Intolerance is just bad. No. Which personal flaw do you want to avoid the most? Being deceptive and exploitative, being easily manipulated, or having a lack of willpower? I feel like these two are pretty close together. Although I suppose that even those with a lot of willpower who don't realize they're being manipulated could still be easily manipulated. Obviously I like to think of myself as an honest person, so I would not like that. Honestly, all 3 of these are pretty bad. I will say that, because it's hard, I kind of, as a lot of folks I think can relate, I have some troubles with depression and stuff sometimes, and that makes it really hard to make myself do things. So lack of willpower is definitely a personal flaw of mine that I struggle with. So we'll go with that one. What is the most important trait a leader should have? The ability to bring people together, an unshakable love for their people, and the power to command respect and fear. I'd say this one for sure. Bringing folks together is pretty nice. As a potential ruler in difficult times, what are your most effective tools? Your kind heart, your inspiring charisma, fear. I mean, kindness is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but I think charisma is probably the most, you know, like, I mean, if you're ruling in hard times, you need, you know, and we've already established we want to be able to bring people together, and you need charisma to do that. Kindness is good too, though. I don't know. I'm a little torn, frankly. I mean, I guess if it was just like being a good person, I'd say kind heart, but for leadership, I'm gonna go with charisma. Now, I think that the default is the one on the left, the lady protagonist, but since we are a him, myself, I guess we'll make ourselves a blue-haired dude, kind of Marthish, mostly because this is apparently supposed to be our character, or the character that is, you know, our avatar in the game anyway. And as I understand it, there are like romances and stuff, and obviously they're not me. Obviously, it is a character in a video game, but you know. Devoa, it's a name. Let's just go with. If this game is kind of WarMatt now, BattleMatt. BattleMatt kind of works. BattleMatt, why not? Or MattleBat, if you want to be silly about it. Sure. Thank you. What an intriguing soul. Go, and I will see you here again when the time is right. Okay. When I die, I assume. And off we go. Whee! Down to the planet. Look at us go. Fly and be free, sparkly little friend. Which is probably me, honestly. But space. Year 972, Armitage, capital city of the Empire of Veridia. And it's snowing. How do they know? It's not snowing here yet, but it's gonna probably soon. It's just November after all. Oh, is that us arriving? Oh, yep, there we are. I have to imagine people can't see that, because like every time someone shows up, just poof, ball of light, you know? Like, oh, a baby's been born! There's a giant magical sphere of light. Like, oh, wow, okay. By the gods, the child survived. And the father? Perished fighting for the nobles, just like most of the young in this town. The mother prepared names for this. This one shall be named BattleMatt. Now, see, I wish I'd remembered that this is how they introduced the name. I should totally have made it something silly, so it was just like, yeah, she was a little delirious. You know, I mean, I suppose BattleMatt is kind of an example of that already, though. Like, are you sure? Yes, she was very insistent. He's so beautiful. May he live to see a better world. I mean, with a name like that, I don't know. "25 years pass. Oh, cool. Happy birthday. A lot. Oh, no, I'm 25 cakes behind. Drat. The world of Tanra. In the 997th year of our age, 3 realms rule the land. Purple. The desert kingdom of Sayuna, whose wealth earned it the title of Kingdom of Gold. The technologically advanced Free Republic of Sanjaka. And the much bigger blue one. And the hegemonic, is it hegemonic or hegemonic? I was never certain. Empire of Veridia, the world's military and economic superpower, where our story begins. Shouldn't Veridia be the green one? Anyway, because Veridia is, you know, Viridian, green. 1 generation ago, multiple bids for the Viridian imperial throne plunged the land into war. This is known as the War of Viridian Succession. The long and bloody war ended with the coronation of Empress Florina. However, it left deep scars in the people's hearts, as resentment against the excesses of the ruling class rose to the boiling point. So let them eat cake. Hey, I just mentioned cake! It's all coming together. Common people who had lost so much were forced to endure increasing hardships as the Empire sought to rebuild. 25 years after the end of the Succession War, a man named Antares, a battle-worn general, kidnapped the Empress and formed his own army in an act of open rebellion. He now controls a territory in the forest known as the East Wall District. Driven by what he believes to be undue hardships for the central government, Antares threatens to sack the imperial capital if his demands are not met. The ambitious Prime Minister Casimir has called the general's bluff and has decided to take military action. He orders a force sent to Antari's stronghold at East Wall Fortress. Oh, and look, it's us! Well, me and this guy. Two young and promising Imperial Army officers, BattleMatt and his longtime friend Zelos, have prepared to meet General Antares in battle. Little could they know how much their adventure would change the course of history. I mean, we were sent here by sparkly space people, so, you know. At our encampment in Eastwall Province. Let us raise a glass to my friend, BattleMatt! Woo! Is there anything in the glass, though, you know? Like, bet you all thought he wouldn't make it this far now, ready to lead his first squad into battle, but I knew better. Not in the celebrating mood, Matt. Well, there's a lot on the line. The Empress's life is in our hands. I'm not worried. I doubt these guys can keep up with you, though. It helps having a one-man army in our midst. I'm just a man. We've got the gods on our side, so Zelos is apparently quite strong. I'm gonna trust in my soldiers and not some idea. Don't tell me you believe in those fairy tales now. Don't underestimate the power of ideas. Look how this empire is starting to forget the things that built it. With a proper leader, people would again feel a part of something. There would be no generals going rogue. We've come a long way since the academy, but now we face the real thing. Come, Matt, let's brush up a bit. We're warming up, are we? Tutorial times! Like a game of chess. You'll command groups of soldiers known as squads, and each squad will have a leader. You appear as blue and the enemy is red. Time to engage in combat. First, you must move your squad next to me. So just, you know, usual stuff. Okay. So, some of these are a little obvious. You know, like, click here, move there. I believe it is one-on-one, so we're gonna get ourselves wrecked. This isn't exactly fair. I am one soldier with one sword. You're going to command a whole army someday. You must think of yourself as a leader, and your followers as your sword and shield. First things first, show me what you've got. Just gonna give us some insight into Zelos' character, at least. Yeah, so it's just him, and just me, and, he has, like, you know, 80 more health than I do, so that's cool. Well, a bit more, actually. But, like, so, as you can see here, this is kind of like the quick summary of the battle. You can see our threat levels. He's, a good bit more threatening than I am. That's a big sword, man. We hit twice. He hits. Okay, so each side hits twice under normal conditions. Not bad. Let's raise the stakes. How? Ooh, I have a squad now. You're now leading a squad with a good balance of troop types. You've got heavily armored troops in front, or heavy infantry. Always rely on them to serve as the backbone of your army, not only to protect weaker allies, but to rush down and attack. You also have 3 archers. These long-range troops are not as sturdy, but can attack from a distance, avoiding counterattack. Cool. In turn. Now you're ready. Attack me and try to take me down. Alright, so it's now like 7-on-1, so... Threat level, yeah, we're a little bit higher than him now, but we kind of has a jump start on my health at least. But I mean, it is a tutorial, so I suspect we're meant to win. Oh, so with his two-handed sword, he can hit the whole front line. That's cool. So different units can hit different configurations of enemies. Nothing to it. There's a great deal more to learn, but for now, you should be able to lead our forces against Antares. As we progress, tutorials will pop up. You'll be able to access them whenever you want. Cool. Oh, got a new guy. Aren't you a bit early, Scout? Oh, we saw Antares' men celebrating in the outlying villages. The rebels have begun raiding the locals. General Antares has stooped to this. Ah, how far he has fallen since the succession war. Send word to the capital. Maybe they can send us a real army. Hey, we're a real army. We have Zelos, apparently. The dude's like a one-man wrecking crew. You heard that, right? I did. Zelos, I know what you're thinking. How do you plan on explaining this to the higher-ups? Nah, don't worry about them. You, me, and just our troops. Once we take down this rebellion, we'll be celebrities. What say you? Okay, I'm with you. But I'm calling the shots this time. Fine by me. I've got your back, Matt. Cool. Alright, so chapter 1 begins in earnest. Chapter 1, Rebellion. So just the two squads against all that? Okay. Good. Looks like they haven't sent much out yet. You should take these guys out to get some battle experience. You can move your squad next to enemy soldiers to attack. If you run into trouble, I'm right behind you. Take a break, Zelos. I've got this. So, like, what else we got here? We got turn 1. So, obviously, we're starting off with a certain, you know, a preset configuration of troops. We can't do much with it just yet, but second mission will have more. Oh, there's more. Hello. Wolfgar. Grodal. So, you can check your mission info, of course, to see what you got. Overall victory is by seizing Eastwell Fortress. If we die, then we're kaput. Challenge missions give you extra oomph, and you know, extra challenge of course as well. So attack from a hill using Jules squad. We don't have a Jules yet. I assume that's coming. And seize all map objectives. So 4 out of 4, and and it wants us to do it in under 11 turns if possible. All right.
Ready.
Well, we've got 2 soldiers, medic, and ourselves against 2 archers. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. No sweat. But I mean, it was kind of a gimme fight, so. And then Zelos just tromping around being terrifying. Oh, he has archers with him too. Cool. Alright, end turn. Alright, having a medic in the team is definitely useful. Because, like, you can heal yourself by moving around, or sorry, while moving around, but you have limited numbers of heals while out of combat. So having medics in your units is absolutely just amazing. We took some damage in that fighting, but we can heal it back by having support units, like the medic in your squad. Well, that can't attack. Support units help greatly to keep losses to a minimum. Che is basically what I just said. Gonna capture town. Move any squad in and go ahead and capture. Okay, let's have Zealous take care of that for us. You get money and faction experience, but faction experience is this bar in the top right, so it doesn't matter who grabs it.
For Veridia.
There you go. Good, we liberated a town and got some gold and faction XP. Stars for our trouble. We'll need gold for a lot of things. Recruiting new troops, hiring mercenaries, buying artifacts, among other things. Faction XP allows us to increase faction rank. As our faction rank increases, our reputation will improve among the people. This will yield better shop prices, discover new technologies, attract new recruits, and intimidate our enemies. The squad who captures objectives gets leadership and loyalty as well. Ah, okay, so there is a practical advantage to having a particular squad doing it. The Imperial army has already arrived, much sooner than I expected. Wolfgar, I'm trusting you to lead our troops here. If you hold the river fortress, we should be safe here. Oh, I'll make them regret coming here. Don't worry, General. I'm on it. I'm ready. I'm ready. Looks like we made it just in time. You ready for this, Sybil? Are you kidding, Jules? I've been waiting ages for a chance to prove my mettle. Come and get it, rebel scum. Your squad is tough for soldiers, so you should stay in front. Mine will provide long-range archer attacks from a safe distance. See that hill? That's high ground, very useful. Especially for archers like me. Move me onto that hill so I can shoot farther than normal. Cool. Hey, over there to the east. I think that's Jules, a fellow Imperial Academy classmate of mine. We should meet up with them and join all our forces together. Cool. With the power of friendship.
How can I help, my lord?
Alright, so he's got bows, but he said that we have increased range. Because archers can normally attack from only 1 space away, but as we are on a hill, we can attack up to 2 spaces away. Which means he can't shoot back, which is just lovely, really.
I'm just getting started.
Alright. Sybil has... Oh, she's a healer. Okay. She's got 2 heavy spear guys in front, and a mage. Ooh. So the mage has to charge up for your first turn in combat, and in combats that only have one turn, they're not much help, but if they can get their attack off, it packs a mighty wallop. Oh yeah, and we're over here as well.
For my people, for my homeland.
I'm a-comin'. See, so, you can perform a healing with as many healers as you have in your party per turn, but I believe each healer can only heal 3 times, so having more healers in your party does have a benefit. You can heal more per turn. I'm not sure if the number of heals goes up or not, but you can definitely heal more times in one turn, which is nice. Alright, Jules won't be able to reach from there. If we take that river fortress, the path to the main enemy base will be clear. Forts give defensive bonuses and allow archers to shoot further. And it goes for both sides, so we can't underestimate those defenders. Makes sense. Alright, they've got 2 soldiers and 1 spearman. He's got 3 archers. 1 spear, 1 sword, and 1 medic. Okay, so
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
let's have
We will
Jules
always
move up
find a way.
and soften him a little bit. She'll heal, but hey, this still took some damage, so it's a start.
They'll notice this one for sure.
Moving Sybil. Ooh, we blew up the healer. I mean, it wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but it's not a bad choice. Levels all around. Oh, that reminds me. So, as you saw a bunch of symbols just pop up there, that is the stats that have increased when you level up. The stats are strength, magic, skill, and leadership. Now, strength, magic, and skill, and health accounts as well, by the way. What goes up is decided by your affinity. It affects which stats are more likely to go up than compared to others. I believe that the main character has light by default, which I believe he's the only one that does. By default, anyway, that I've seen, anyway. Zelos is a fire, Sybil we just saw is a fire.
Stay strong, everyone.
And Jules is a water affinity. And your troops have affinities as well. So, like, your bowman, earth, fire. And if you want to see what those are, I didn't realize this at first until I went hunting through the extra tutorials and stuff. If you go looking for it, affinities actually affect your stats. So it's worth keeping an eye on that. Every unit in Tanra is born with affinities, including in order of most common to least common: earth, water, lightning, fire, dark, and light. Now, it doesn't actually, like, explain what that means exactly, but it definitely seems to suggest that it gives you a leaning towards different stats, depending on how you level up. So Earth guys have more health, but less agility. Water is more health and more magic, at the cost of strength and agility. Lightning is less health and less loyalty, that's what the orange heart is, for more strength and more agility. Fire gets strength and loyalty, but loses out on magic. It's a bit of an odd choice for a healer, but I guess it depends on what you're building. Darkness gets lots of damage, lots of physical and lots of magic, but loses out on leadership, health, and loyalty. And then light gets lots of loyalty and lots of leadership, but kind of loses out everywhere else. Well, rather, it doesn't have any particular bonus or penalty to anything else. So it's just kind of a, you're very loyal and have great leadership skills, but that you don't really shine in any other area. Different affinities are also affected by weather. I don't know how yet exactly, but depending on what it's doing out, it'll change. So rain, for example, will benefit lightning and water. I don't know what exactly the benefits do as of yet. There's probably a weather section in here somewhere. Weather. That's it, apparently. So yeah, like, I'm not exactly sure what the exact has an effect on units depending on their affinities. See quick reference guide for affinity. Okay, I'm not gonna split hairs with that right this moment. It doesn't really matter right this second, but
the battle lies before.
Worth keeping in mind, because it doesn't really mention the affinity thing right away. I kind of had to stumble across that myself. But then again, it wasn't hard to find once I went looking for it, so
Here goes nothing.
So we're gonna let Zealous have some love too, huh? Interestingly, by the way, I've noticed that Zelos does not gain experience.
Your command?
He's level 8, which is not the highest level, but he doesn't gain anything. Well, he gains class experience, but not experience while here. I guess it's to reflect that he's already so strong, I guess. He's kind of a pre-promoted unit, which Fire Emblem is known for. They're gonna attack Sybil. And then the mage blew him up. Just kaboom! So one of the reasons I was so keen on this game, though, is because like one of the units available are dragons. And, I mean, it's right there in the name, Monster Matt. I'm definitely a fan of dragons. What's up? See that town? To win wars, we must secure objectives. There can be towns, mines, stables, or military bases. Towns like this, or gold mines, provide gold. Any of our squads can capture objectives. Cool. One over there, too. There, that's Eastwall Fortress, home base of the enemy. It's a heavily fortified castle, like most home bases. Provides defensive bonuses to soldiers stationed there. Don't underestimate any base defender, even these clowns. There will be times when we're operating out of a home base. If that happens, you must defend it at all costs. If the enemy reaches our home base, it'll force us into defeat. Right, okay. So they're definitely gotta keep an eye out for that.
The time to act is now. For Veridia!
I'm gonna have you...
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
Heal. So I'd like Jules to get this win.
Time to end this.
Don't have to, but, you know. Archers need love too. Didn't quite finish him. Alright, well, let's mosey on over there and take care of that, shall we?
Direct my blade.
I don't think those guys will come off of the point, and even if they do, I don't suspect Zealous is in any real danger, so... Just gonna send him off to go capture that town up there. It's a little ways off. I don't want to take too many turns, because we don't want to, you know, we don't want to blow our extra objectives if we can help it.
How can I help, my lord?
Capture this. I believe the little bubble next to them means they have something to say to our main character, but... We've secured an iron mine. With the 3 iron we just gained, we can upgrade our troops to more advanced classes when between chapters. Resources are not consumed, just allocated, meaning we can change classes without any risk at all. Feel free to experiment. Yay!
For my people, for my homeland.
Okay, we'll park you here. That should trigger, yep. Just gonna help crossing paths, Jules. Looks like we're in this together, huh? Oh, BattleMatt. What an honor to fight by your side in our first mission, but Central did... Mouth, please. Central Command didn't say that you'd be here. Was there some sort of mistake? We decided to improvise. Yep, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, glad to have your rangers here among us. If we're planning, your troops can pick off enemies without fear of a counterattack, unless they have their own archers, of course. So, you're leading the mission? Wow, I always knew you do great things, Matt. Aw, gee, thanks. Ah, come on, Jules. You said that you would say that no matter what I ended up doing. Nice of him. Let's give a little healing while we're standing here. We'll call Sybil over.
This one for sure.
Well met. You're with the Imperial Army? Name's Sybil, Battle Maiden of Veridia. Jules and I were sent up the river to try and outflank the rebels. That's an impressive title, but you wear the garb of a temple priestess? Yeah, so what? Healing's just as important as hurting, isn't it? Of course. We're fortunate to have you among us. I mean, she's a little combative, but hey. Nothing wrong with having
Here goes
having a fierce attitude. Alright, so let's go ahead and mop this up. We don't want to be on the first mission all day long. We're already on turn 6 anyway, so let's capture that. I'm giving Zelos all the captures. Probably shouldn't do that quite as much. Should spread it around a bit more, but oh well. You guys have just archers, so I can kind of just send anybody in, I guess, can't I? Probably better to send in. So well, actually, no. I can have Jules shoot from here, can't I? Yeah, there we go. Although, since they're on a tower, yep, they can shoot back. So unlike before, they can return fire because, well, they're on higher ground too.
I'm just getting started.
Sybil's level 3.
I must stay strong.
We are level 2. Well, then I guess we win.
The battle lies before me.
Oh. Got some magic there too. Nice. Trait precision.
Here comes Sybil. Ready or not.
Marquee right there. We gotta swing up and grab that town. Oh, it's raining. We really got him on the run now. The River Fortress is ours. Time to take down the local rebel commander at Eastwall. Yes, sir. Imperial dog. Sorry. Imperial dogs. They're really this ruthless? The rest of you, get out there and stop them. Our cause will not be snuffed out here. Oh, you got some dudes. So we've got another fight on our hands. Matt, we're counting on you as the army of Blizzard to destroy the enemy. What, by myself? Hopefully their leaders will get the message and lay down their weapons. Somehow I doubt it. Alrighty. So we got 3 new dudes showing up. I guess we could probably wait for them to come to us, but I don't know if they will.
For Veridia.
No. I'm moving to here, actually. What do you guys got, anyway? 2 spear guys and a healer. Pretty much same for both of those. And then you have a sword guy. Looks different than what I'm used to, though, I think. Are you? No, soldier. Well, it is different. It is different than these guys are. Because our soldier guys aren't that heavily armored, so I think they're like the next class up, I guess. And 3 archers. Okay. I mean, I guess they'll come to shoot at Zelos. I can live with that. He can survive that just fine, but let's take the fight to them. Their squads aren't too huge, and I don't want them to get carried away with their healing either. I would feel better about it if I could send Zelos out to hit this guy, though. I don't know.
Stay strong, everyone.
Then again, they have no heal. Well, heavy armor isn't. Like, I've shot a few armored guys, and they don't seem to be all that impressed. You have archers? You do. 1, 2. Actually, if I stand there, he can shoot me, can't he? Maybe. Yeah.
I must stay strong.
I'll stand here just in case. Of course, the downside here, as you can see, is you have no real control over what your troops do. So even though you'd want them to focus on one person, it doesn't always work that way. Want to get up on that mountain. That's one down. Probably shouldn't leave him too exposed, though.
They'll notice this
Although
one
really,
for
I don't know much, I may have goofed on that, actually, because I'm not sure I can do much about that. I can stand her there, and that at least means he can only get hit by, you know, 1 thing. Well, actually 2 things. Instead of all 3. Throw some healing his way, too. Come on, Jules.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, this might be bad, actually. Jules! Jules, I'm sorry! Yup, I was afraid of that. Thankfully, their attack is limited because, well, we've already hurt them pretty good. Actually, went okay for them, but the top archer's in trouble. Oh boy. No, Jules. Of course, he'll come back. The other ones won't. Well, that's my gaff. Like I said, I could have just waited them out, but I didn't want to, like, bog down our turn count. I do like that the first chapter already makes you make, like, decisions like that, though. Like, do you go for the extra glory of the, oh, they surrender. Like, do you go for the extra glory, of the turn count thing and risk your troops, or what do you do? I guess I could have relied on Zelos more as well. I just, you know, he just wrecks through everybody, so I was like, meh.
The battle lies before me.
Okay, I'm gonna send you over there to capture while you heal yourself.
I'm just getting started.
Ooh, double cast. That's nice. I really should look up and see what exactly, like, gets you a free action. It was on a temple, was it? No, it's just Kallenberg. There is no temple on this map. Ah, what a shame.
The time to act is now.
If you check our mission info, you can see that, you know, so far so good. We're doing good on both of those points. But we're kind of pushing our luck on time.
Here comes Sybil, ready or not.
So aside from losing those two archers, it might not cost me that much in the end, really, I guess. I don't love that I lost them, though. Oh, pardon me. Sybil's off to a pretty good start, but I don't want her to get too bogged down. So, let's lend a little fire support. Sybil, as long as, well, her front spear guy is kind of in danger, but nothing I can do about it now, so fingers crossed that he pulls through, so she can heal him. No! And see, that is why the permadeath is so difficult, because, like, you don't have any direct control over a lot of this, you know what I mean? So you're sort of dependent on luck a little bit to get you through, because, like, yeah, no matter how good your units are individually, there is always going to be that chance that, hey, you know, you just drew the short stick and got ganged up on.
Direct my blade.
But we'll see if we can hack it anyway. Yeah, they get like next to nothing when they're paired up with him.
They'll notice this one for sure.
Let's let somebody other than Zelos capture something. Faction rank up. Sweet. Chapter complete. 5 of 5, 10 turns out of 11. Key squad neutralized. We did lose Jules' squad, which kind of sucks. We still got a rank S out of it though somehow. So I guess no one cares that Jules died. Jeez, game. Poor Jules. So over there's archers trying to help, do stuff, and just, no, well, he died. Inner Keep, East Wall Fortress. There's a triangle and a spot. The Imperial Army has certainly wasted no time. We've got to escape to Centurion's Rest. And you think I'll just willingly go with you? You will. We both know the sneaks in the capital cannot be trusted. You're much safer here away from their schemes. Oh. And Taris, you're going to get yourself killed. You don't deserve this. So it seems like maybe she wasn't as kidnapped as we've been led to believe. I've already given up my life, but so too will my men if we do not escape immediately. Please, we must go to Centurion's Rest. The plot thickens. Save game. Yes. All over. Bartholomew was my test one. Alright, so we're gonna leave it here for now. We'll pick up with Chapter 2 and all this next time. I'll handle the recap next time around. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know it's a bit of a slower paced game than maybe some of what we've done. I'm hoping you guys are looking forward to the army management side of it a little bit. Let me know in the comments if just like if you're bored to tears or if you're excited for what's to come, you know, or your thoughts on me having permadeath on, because we'll see how that goes. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Bloons Tower Defense. If you want to drop by stream, it's at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time as always. And of course, we're back next Tuesday with the next the first installment of our bravery, our randomized bravery permadeath run over in Mont Sanctuary. If you haven't checked that video out yet, it's a perfect time to jump in on it because it is just starting. And I'm also looking forward to people commenting to let me know which of the 3 teams I've presented as options you guys want me to take. So, thank you again, you guys. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon. Stay monstrous. Do something nice for yourself because you deserve it. And for now, I'm MonsterMatt out. Bye-bye.